Right then. We are up and running. Oh, come on, work. Right then. Let's see. What was we doing? Ah! What was I doing? I've forgotten what I was doing. Right, so I did that one. Oh. Let's do that one. Ah, it's a fry sparkers of the microwaves.
You hit a crossway. Decisions, decisions.
Oh. Yeah. Right. Have I been here?
The antenna needs to be pointed in the right direction. As the eye box broadcasts, it's hit or miss, but when it does hit, it's usually
That's that
right
one.
in the fields.
Where's the price spark? Okay, so we need the thingamajig broker. Where is he? Oh, blooming dashboard.
Welcome to Biomutant.
Alright, where are we at? Ah, up there. That would be why I couldn't find nothing.
Getting dark soon. You found Hogger Hum. There's a thingamajig broker somewhere in there. Let's see.
He looks like a pirate.
Get the knobs in sync to make the hardware work. It's a Fry Sparker mindset. Boom, you got something. It's not exactly what you wanted, but you got it right away.
Come on, let me smack a cupboard open. What's that? Ah, down here. So that way. Whee! Oh my goodness me.
Feel that wind on your skin?
There we go. Now my sound is working properly. Ow, you!
Got it. Filthy. That's Fruggo's joint. Tread carefully.
Fruggo. Boy, Fruggo's even bigger.
Hey, nice shot.
Ah!
Freaks.
Thanks. Whew.
Handy.
Good boy. Good boy.
Has heard that you asks.
Yeah. Go lay down then. Or go play or something. Yeah.
Loot. Looking for treasure.
Oh, pardon me. Alright, we done Fruggo's joint. Alright, where are we at? That away!
Every day, everything seems like it happens at once.
And we're gonna jump. Tally-ho! Where is this monster? Okay, so I know the monster is around here because this is the nesting sort of area. Ah, there he is.
Put a key to use. This is all about you. Whether you succeed or fail, it's on you. Now that's loot.
Okay, so we've done this. Okay, so what's this one for? So this should be the last Fluff Hulk. Alright, so we're going from this way. There we go.
That's a good find. Suppose even monsters have to sleep somewhere.
The thing is, where is this one sleeping? Yo, monster! Where you hiding? Did you have the money?
It's darkest
End of the
between the
line.
stars.
Monster! Where you will be? Da, 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 da.
Try a key.
There we go. So we did all the monster places. Okay, so now I got my swimmy swim. Okay, so let's go by here. Because I feel like I'm missing some fast travels right there. Um. I made a boot boom boom boom. Okay, so how have I not got any of the stupid? Super feet! Yeah, super feet! Oop.
Not a good place to dance.
It's a fantastic place to dance. Nope.
Much better than floating on a tube raft.
Whee!
The place looks rough, but it might still be worth exploring. There's something there. Skronkers. You need to harmonize the notes. Music to anyone's ear.
So we're down the string planks. Ah, no!
History is nothing but a series of stories.
Okay, let's do this one instead.
This thing spits goo faster than it swallows it.
Whee!
Grit.
Make it all go. Where'd I park my whale?
Someone has to end this plague before it's too late. You found Bang Shelter 2E, courtesy of the Puffsalot Corporation.
See, I got all this stuff and I still don't have a Google Aid. So I have no idea what this stuff goes on. Like, I know it says it goes on Google Aid, but I don't even know what it is.
The plague that's ruining the land needs to be stopped.
Ow!
One rung after the other.
Apparently we don't know how to climb a ladder. Oh, for Pete's sake. Fine, I'll go back out the way I came in. So if I follow it east... Actually, where's this? Over here. Ah, okay. That's the one I was at.
Ah, plastic scrap like that always comes in handy. How long has this night gone on?
Okay, so... Oh my goodness me. I parked my whale.
feel safer or more exposed in the dark. Lots of notices on the board for things that made sense in the days when the surf was a lot cleaner. Interesting to see what they cared about here. Wonder if any of it matters now. In the old days, this was a port for boats that went under the surf. They helped clog the surf into goo.
Seems selfish.
They made a lot of green, which is all they really cared about. You should be able to find a track here. Just need to keep your eyes open.
Subnautica station.
Let's see.
Who are you? Goop. You are an otter. Or a beaver.
Says it's good to see you again. He's Goop. You might remember him from the old
Oh,
days
yeah, I
when he
remember
tried
him.
to teach you how to swim. Goop says you were always so righteous as a child, and he can still feel it, even at a distance. Goop says memories fade
Oh, I hate
surprisingly
Tipsy.
fast.
Been a while.
We are all pieces of what we remember. It's only together we can remember the story as it was. He knows he's easy to remember. There's no one out there as cuckoo as him. He's one of a kind. He understands you've returned to face Lupa Lupin. That's the destiny you've been carrying within yourself all these years.
I mean,
He says that the catastrophe back then didn't vanquish the good in you. It's still there, as bright as when you were a child. Now the time has come for you to remember and act. Your life is your life, not the story you're told about it.
Yeah, I've been, because Tipsy, I've been busy writing, writing, I should say. Just realized it sounded like writing. But I've been busy writing, so it kind of distracted me from streaming for a while, and...
He thinks that's the right thing to do. It's only when you have forgiven that you'll find peace. Can hardly
I
believe
can't remember what
the
game I
world
was
is
last
going
playing
to
when you were
make.
last with us.
Wonders what that's going to do to the goo. Thanks you for doing everything you could to de-goop the surf. Thinks the Myriad made a good match with you. You're both like sunshine on the surf. But hey, back to the goo.
Author, yeah.
Knows yesterday is already gone. It's what you do today and tomorrow that'll move you forward. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the
been for a couple of games
Subnautica
since then.
station, as the pollution has worn down the insulation of his suit. So you must salvage enough scrap to fix up his goo glide, starting
so
with
that's
the
what
old
a goo
wreck box
glide
outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the goo glide strong enough to fight the Porky Puff. It's not that it won't keep your head above the surface, but it needs improving to carry you across the thick goo out by the Porky
Yes.
Puff.
What's up? Well, we're several days into this one, so... and I think I've nearly done all the side quests, at least.
Hey, you found the track, even around all this goopy goo. Nothing escapes your googly eye. The surf
yeah,
here
Tipsy,
looked
with the
cleaner
writing,
when that track was made.
Could they see beneath the surface?
It wasn't easy to peer through the surf, but there are iBox tapes on record that shows they knew what kind of mutated creatures their contamination had created. Glad you had the patience to learn more about how the surf got gooed.
But yeah, with the writing, I write adult fantasy, I do. Let's get that one.
Breathe a little lighter now that day's returning.
And I've been working on the next series, so, you know, been a bit distracted. Don't you start, sir. Excuse you? Thank you. I know, there are cats going at it outside. I know, but we ignore them. Ah! Oh, come on. No, you didn't give me enough moves.
Now you understand better. Even harder to take you down.
That one. I used too many in the last freaking thing. I have. I've got a couple. Like I didn't get into collecting them all, but I got a good collection. But I did enjoy the ones that I did read, so...
Your eyeballs can relax a bit.
I can't get into Tolkien. I know everybody's like, he's awesome, blah, blah, blah. I've tried. Yeah, Game of Thrones never interested me. Neither the books nor the TV. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird. Because everybody else is like, oh, it's awesome. And I'm just like, eh. There's nothing that's like interesting me enough to make me want to read or watch like either of them. Well, my adult fantasy is the generic, you know, werewolf, vampires, blah blah blah. But like, I put my own little twist on them. None of them sparkle though, so there is that. It's already a step up from the Twilight series.
Super effective. Those are the kind of things you
Hey, I've got dragons, but they're a bit different.
Such a bright day to wander around in.
So here, well here, see if that's of any use for you. So that's one of my series. This is more of my adult fantasy. And I go a little bit different because I prefer to keep things simple.
Toxanol's offshore drilling caused oily matter to spread with the rain and contaminate both the groundwater and open surf. The long-lasting effect this had on the evolution of wildlife was, as we know now, the only reason we came to exist.
So it's simple in like I get frustrated when I read books and they're like, oh yeah, I secretly like you, but I'm gonna say that I don't, blah blah blah. You know, and it's like, oh, for God's sake, just tell the person you like them.
That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and
I got no patience for the dancing about the bush, you know? Here you go, Goop. I got stuff.
He's got the goo glide functional. You'll have a pull hook and a salvage net, but no armor, and an engine strong enough to break through the thick goo further out. There are lots of valuables left behind on the surf floor that the salvage net will enable you to haul. You just need to find the right spots. Goop says Gizmo's devised a cannon for the goo glide, but instead of bullets, it flips quacks. Squeaky distractions for the triple attentive porky puff, which will give you time to get yourself in position. The best way to find quacks is to talk to Gulp. He has the bearings of the surf archipelago and knows where the quacks like to float. This means you'll have the privilege of visiting Gulp in the Sinky Dink.
And at least
He'll
in my
ones,
give
you directions
they
to
might
where
have
you'll
some
find
in-between
quacks.
stuff, like where they're not instantly together, you know? Like, they got real-life stuff going on. Like, sometimes one of them could be dating somebody else, you know? That's kind of an obstacle to kind of get over, you know? But, like, it's real-life stuff. Oh, I really am, dude. I'd rather enjoy the relationship while it's there. Like, I get it, like, in books, having the mind games adds complexity, I suppose. But I'm just like, dudes, I got no time or patience for it. Like, either you like them or you don't. If you do, tell them. If you don't, don't pretend you do, and just let them get on with their lives. Like,
He's not sure, but the quacks are probably a leftover from a cargo surfer that went under in the olden days. The squeaky material must have made them surface when their box broke.
Vum vum. Okay. Whoosh whoosh.
Much better than
Let's put
before.
that sucker on. Ooh! I totally want a dragon. Ow! We gotta have a rubber ducky. Totally gonna do the rubber ducky.
Put your scrap where your ride is.
No, they're all written up. All 13 of that series are written up. The Morgue is the next one to publish, though. So they're all set to publish.
Leave that ride.
But I've set them out for like 2 a year. So, you know, I'm not oversaturating, as it were, but you don't have to wait 5 years for the next freaking book. You know what I mean?
Before the darkness falls again.
But they're all timeline orientated, as it were. They don't all follow the same main person. So you don't have to worry about getting bored with one person, etc. They are all connected on the however. So like the first book. No, it's not my day job. That's just a hobby. If it was a job, I wouldn't want to do it. And I mean, for a day job, I mean, come on, you gotta flip in college deadlines and... I am terrible with deadlines. Yep. I think so far there's 23, and I'm working on 24 and 25 at the moment.
Right where it cuts.
Although it might be 25 and 26. I know I had to count these the other day, so... because I was talking with somebody else about it.
You can make so many amazing things out of wood scrap.
Did we? But yeah,
That's
so
a jack
as I was
outside
gonna say though, so like the Temptress, which is the first book of that series, its main girlie is called Sarah. She's got two besties called Belle and Anna.
The world is awake.
And so the second book then, Belle is the main character. Third book then, Anna is the main character. Book number 4 then, the main character is a girl called Helena, who you meet in Belle's book, which is the second book. Etc, etc. So, like I said, the timeline does progress. Like, literally, it has actual dates and whatever. So, like, it starts off in, I think I set it as, like, February in 2016, something like that. 2006, 2016, I don't know, something like that. I know there's a 6 in there. I'm not maths orientated. And by the time you reach book 13, you are up in 2024. So literally spans 8 years. I don't like. I know they're on Kindle Unlimited. They're on Kindle. But I direct people away from the Amazon site because they're not the updated versions. I lost like the login details and stuff like that. But I do recommend that people get them through the website there that I just in the chat. One, because it's much more user friendly, and it also comes in all the different formats. So like you can even put it in PDF if you wanted, or Kindle, or I download it onto my phone and actual Kindle from there, and it works perfectly. Like, and the reason I mentioned PDF is because I know one of my buddies, he prefers to read it on his PC.
Maybe there's something still inside.
The PDF helps him. But yeah, so long story short, it's more beneficial, like for me at least, for you to get them through that website. And I try to keep, and it means I can keep it as cheap as I can. So I think the first book is only like $1.
Great shot.
But you can also get them in paperbacks as well. Obviously, a lot more expensive.
Cancel your picnic plans.
Yeah, I've got the paperbacks as well. It's like I said, it can get a bit costly because the way they do it is they charge per page, as it were. Which, given that book 13 is like 700-800 odd pages, you can imagine.
You need to align the knobs so that they match.
I think if it ends up like about 50 like dollars, quid, whatever currency, if you bought all like 13. Oh, there he is. He's literally right there.
This asks you to do.
Oh, I got wrong button. I will admit, I do like hardbacks. I do. There is something solid about them, which I know is in the name, but as I was joking with a buddy the other night, if book 13 was in hardback, it would be hefty enough to knock a person out if you decided to smack them in the head with it.
Hard to see.
Which, I mean, is kind of something you want. You know? Books are very underestimated. They are fantastic weapons at short notice. Ah! Get back here, Rito! Exactly! They do say Pen is mightier than the sword. See, this is why people misunderstand. They think it means, you know, words will do more damage. Nah, you get a hefty enough book, that'll do the damage for you.
Well placed. Shot through.
But we do have a little bit of a book club on the start of the making, because I have a couple of people who have started reading that series, and one of my other viewers here. So she's the only one to have read through all 13 so far. But we do have 2 other people who have joined our little book club.
This one.
So you're more than welcome to join us.
Asks you to do
Because she's
the
been
right
really
thing
wanting
for
to
the
talk
sake
to
of your
like other
conscience.
people
It's
about
only
these
through
books,
your inner conflict
but
you're
because
held
nobody else
accountable
has
for
like
your
reached the level
is
she has,
grateful
you know, she's having to wait.
The best stories are about heroes. This is such a story. On a treasure hunt.
We have skinny fingers. But hey, you never know, Tipsy. You can always show your fiancé. Maybe they'll like him too. If they manage to convince you with Vampire Diaries, you know? Come on, little whale! Eh. Eh. Oh, do I need to use my little goo glide thingy-mabobby? Oh, Vampire Diaries? Yeah, probably. Alright, I'm just leaving all my mounts there, apparently.
The oil claimed this land a long time ago.
Okay, so if I follow it to the right... I never got into Vampire Diaries, if I'm honest. I know there are people who do. I just never did. Well, it does have some of that. I do try to control how much is in there, because I know some people aren't so into it. Yeah, so with the first one, do give the full warning. It is slow to start. Okay, I'll give you that heads up now. Full disclosure and all that. Like, it is slow to start, but it is setting up a whole universe for like 13 odd freaking books here. You know. And the second book is just a filler, so it's very short. If you're wondering about why there's such a dramatic size difference between them. But they do vary. So in like in that first book, there's murders in there. Nothing too graphic or anything like that, because I was just trying out and seeing if I could. The second book has a haunting in there. Third book is gruesome murders based on an actual real life historical figure. Fourth book is Aztec mythology. So, and I think it's like book number 7 then. I give a try at a little bit of horror. You know, just to see if I'm any good at them. You know? And this way as well, not all the books are the same. Oh, get over there. Alright, so I'm probably gonna have to go through using the boom de boom. I have not. Okay, so I don't know how I'm gonna get in there. Oh my god. Why were these not popped up whilst I was up there? Not all of them. Oh, the Tales of Levantria? I can't say we got that much folklore, to be fair. I mean, don't get me wrong, we got King Arthur and all, but... and Merlin.
Darkness makes you miss the light. Look, it's a nozzle triplex. These time pasts are still quite common. It's a mechanica that can flux hollow metal to set fluids or gas in motion.
Oh, you poop. Come here. Although, that historical figure I was telling you about in the third book is based on a British on a British figure, so... And I actually said to my buddy, so one of my buddies who had read it, I was like, dude, I want to see if you can guess who this person is before it actually gets revealed, you know? So I was like, this is kind of a very famous person. Yeah, I know Robin Hood. I thought Lady Godiva was Dutch, though.
You need to regulate the nozzles so they adjoin. Now that's unblocked, there's nothing stopping the flow.
Yeah, no. Oh, she had everything out, not just the boobs. But for some reason, I thought she was Dutch. And quite frankly, have you felt how cold it is here in the UK? Like,
Harder
seriously.
to sneak up on someone.
She's a brave
out here.
lady, not for the fact of being naked, but just the fact of being naked in the UK. It's cold. Even our summers are blooming cold. The only reason we're having warm summers now is because of global warming. Warming, rather.
Such a treasure.
We do have some interesting turns of phrase, that's for sure. But I mean, hey, if you and the fiancé start reading that first book, I mean, one, you'll be able to discuss it with each other.
Just
But
don't
two,
get served
like,
hot meals
I
in a
know
monk house like that.
my buddy would love to be able to have like a couple of extra people to be able to discuss this with. I'm just happy if you enjoy it. But like, even if you don't, like, let me know. Because as I point out to people, honest feedback is how I improve my writing. You know? How are you going to improve before people are saying, oh, it was good, it was bad, but not saying why?
Might not need that now, but you will later.
Oh, nice. God, the months really are creeping up. I forgot it's like nearly June. I got our nephew's birthday in that time. Ah, toilet stuff.
You need to align the knobs so that they match.
Oh. But I will just reiterate that even if the first one, like I said, seems a bit slow, etc., they do get better. Because, like, for starters, I tighten up my style of writing for them, etc. I can't imagine it would be too much of an issue, I think. Because, come on, we kind of got the right slits in the right places, you know? It just fits. I can't imagine it'd be too painful. I am on a kill all bandit captains!
You like. The mountains don't care.
Given that women these days wear thongs that are pretty much flossing their butt crack and whatnot, I can't imagine horsehair would be too much of an issue. In fact, you never know, the horsehair might be a bit of a relief. Come on, whale! Meow.
That's Duppy Dup home ground. They like a fight.
They like a fight. What mercenaries do not like a fight? Isn't that kind of why they become mercenaries?
Smartphone would leave now.
And I mean, was the horse bareback is the question as well. Because I'm not sure. Because you could have just put a blanket over it. You know, even if it's not necessarily a saddle, it could have just been a blanket. You know, a little bit of a sheet to stop the friction burn.
You could rifle through that. It's a game of life, yours and everyone else's. Is
Whee!
nice. Metal scrap. You can always use that. Gross. This place stinks.
Yeah, I'm having fun with it. I mean, I'm level 40 something this time. So I can't say I'm not giving it a fair bash.
Oh, ouch! How scared of the dark are you?
Zetavi.
That's a surf hurdle. The company put those up to harness the power of flowing goo, which doesn't flow so well now.
So, an aqueduct? I mean, how far did you get with yours, Tipsy? Oh no, surf hurdle. Dam. And like literally a dam. Okay, so how do I get up there? Yeah, there you go, I'm level 47. That is a drop and a half. I missed the point. Whee! So we're gonna slide down just for the sake of sliding. Fabulous.
Just what you were looking for. It's time to do what's right, for certain values of right.
Okay, so we are there. Well, we'll soon find out. I'm only 3 levels off, so... And I haven't been doing the main story. I've just been doing side quests. And doing the good old exploration.
You found Camp Mossirk. Look for the bandits. You could stand against that. Head on.
And I have made some awesome weapons, so they're greatly helping. Particularly this gun. This gun is awesome.
You have a good eye for that stuff. There's a serenity about this spot. Asks you to do... Is...
Hey, Masak! You think? Is it Masak? Yeah, Masak.
The sun is high. Might get lucky.
Yeah, no worries, Tipsy. Don't be a stranger. Just like drop in, say hi, even if it's a quick, you know. It's always good to hear from people who aren't here to sell something. Okay, so I've got 2 supply boxes to find. I know I've said that as I've recommended you read my books, but... Welcome, Nightmare! Yay! Not dead is always good. And you missed the discussion with Tipsy here about equine vaginal irritation. You miss all the good conversations, I swear. As a matter of context, we were discussing Lady Godiva. Because Tipsy here queried the possibility of there being some irritation with her riding the horse bareback. Yeah? Is he doing nice clickety clicks in the ears? Hee. The good click clicks. Ooh, there's a thingamabobby.
Does it look what-worthy
I thought my
you?
party was still open. And then I just realized it was actually like
which the
closed
lotus
down.
tribe slapped
Do you like my
together
whale?
long ago.
My whale, yeah.
Cautions you that they're aware you're allied to another wants you to take your time. He'll let you in.
It is, and like I got some new travel-y places and stuff. Like not travel-y places, but like yeah, travel-y places, but mounts. I do know words, honest. Yeah. Exactly.
Wonders.
Ow.
Came out on top.
We have the fabulous steed. Yay, nee. Yeah, as you say.
Let's see.
No? They didn't tell you? Isn't she kind of meant to be the one that they do tell? From sounds it, you gonna be calling off soon. Ah.
That's Camp Tissel. Bandits about.
Other than not coming in. Well, I mean, if you take a look, because Forrester is busy streaming at the moment, you can tell then if Mandy's is as strong as his or not. So I don't know if you've got him on. Well, it's REAN if you go into your search tab. _ Yeah, he's currently streaming Octopath, which is a fun game, by the way. I'm excited to play number 2. It's another of my backlogs. Oh no, he most of his is in German. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, he's not very comfortable speaking English. I feel like, but to be fair, it is a second language, so. Mm.
Maybe this was worth your while.
Yeah, it's like brain did not compute. Yeah, it's like I can get context. Mhm. Yeah. Tone of voice, if anything, like.
Nice find.
Yeah, Quasar and I were discussing actually German foods last night. I think I was discussing a little bit with you, or it might have been Revan. Because I was asking him how, yeah, I was asking him how if I was pronouncing it correctly. Not Revan, I mean Quasar. Because he said what it was in German, and I was like, did I say it right? He was like, yeah, if you went into a bakery, you'd get it. Yeah. I was like, alright, so that's cool. I got passable, like, you know, his passable speech. But sorry, I keep on interrupting. Where the buggery is this guy? Mm-hmm. Where the heck is this person? Oh, there he is.
Don't forget the past. Learn from it.
Mm-hmm.
Asks you to do...
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So she may have peeved off more than one person. Maybe that's why she wants to transfer out then. Yeah. No, 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 no. But she could just be somebody that you've really... it's gonna take a while for them to warm up to you, sort of thing. But then once you've got their loyalty, you've got it, like... Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So she's really gave it a bash. She has given it a bash there. Yeah.
Gripes about how everything's falling into dark space.
Which you expect
They
because you were
sent
new.
some scouts out to find an old cave covered with age-old scribbles. They've been gone a long time. Someone needs to bring them home. Says it's not too far off, but there's maybe a better way. Claims the scouts know to look for the fire beacon. Once it's lit, they should come back. But they can't reach the fire beacon. Could you do it?
That's not gelling for you.
Then they'll know for sure if the scouts got lost in the cave.
Lighting that fire.
Says they thank you, and the scouts' families will too.
Yeah. It's like you're doing something, but my brain isn't telling me what it is you're doing. Brain not braining.
The wind can get stronger here due to the surf. Surprised that board never got washed away with the surge of the surf. Listen up. You might be able to hear a surf hurdler when you get closer to it. The surf hurdle harnessed the power of flowing water. The plant had to stop because the goo got way too thick. It's not thick enough that you could stand on it, but it's too thick for it to get through the parts of the surf hurdle that matter.
It sounds like you need a day off.
You should find a track here if the goo hasn't washed it away.
Ugh. Yeah? Yeah, it's like, what'd I do wrong? It's like, where are we going with this? I know. When I covered shifts during COVID, like, my manager at the time, she gave, like, this little care package, like a little box of chocolates in a little bag, you know, little card, thank you card saying thanks for covering, blah, blah. I was like, I was not expecting this at all. Because she even gave one of those little, like, hot chocolate packets and everything. You know, where you add, like, the hot water and whatnot. I got snoring doggos. Yeah, and I just came in and it was like sitting there on the desk and I was like, oh, because me and her we worked the shifts together, right? So we'd split it in half. So she'd take the first half of the night and then I'd take over for the rest of it, you know. And
There's the track, and still goo-free.
so literally, and we were all using the
Not even
the
raging
rooms that were
surf
empty.
could stop those explorations.
So I'd just like take a nap or something during my rest time. Well, I was allowed to bring my PC in and connect it up to the TV on the wall. So, you know.
Glad you feel that way. It's a big world, and it seems like there's always more to see. And once you see it all, you can go back and see how it's changed. One thing about finding all those tracks, you know you're making tracks too.
Yeah. It's
Watch
like
for-
we don't get to do this much. It's like we're here for a 3-course meal at this point. Oh. Yeah, it's like you ain't getting me in. I've done that. Yeah. Like when I was working those 3 jobs, like you'd think that would be enough time, but then I'd be covering the people who weren't like who were calling in sick and stuff. And the thing is, we don't get paid overtime, so it's just normal pay. So really, when you think about it, it really wasn't worth it. But I was one of those like you. I was one of the people who are like, I can't say no if they want an extra shift. Oh. Yeah. Well, like I said, like, save getting taken advantage of, because once people know that you'll take them on, they'll just keep doing it. And like I said before, with the previous ex-manager, I was like, "Aye, look, you just get me a chocolate or, like, KFC or something, and we're cool. You know, we'll call it odds." Because then, like, they're still making it up to you for covering so that they don't have to. Because you gotta make sure they know your work is not free. Otherwise, they'll just use you. Yeah, but that's just it. Like, technically I was on the clock, but again, just minimum wage, so... Because it was like, time and, like, double time for, like, Christmas Day. Time and a half for Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. But see, I always said that I will work Halloween, but like, and you know, they gotta let me do my dress up thing. Otherwise, I ain't working it. But also, I would refuse. Like, I had no problem working the Christmas Day. You know, I was like, but I am not working New Year's Eve. You know? So, I refuse to. I don't like drunk people at the best of times. I ain't dealing with them on a night when everybody's main goal is to get as drunk as possible.
Too bad you don't have working wings.
Yeah. Really. Yeah. Quite frankly, I'd rather spend the time just doing this. Much more enjoyable. I gotta ask, are any of them cute? Because, I mean, to be fair, when I broke my shoulder blade, there was like 2. I couldn't really see much because they wore masks, but they had nice eyes, and the rest of them looked nice. I just couldn't see their mouths, like. But, like, one of them, like, he had a nice-ish butt, you know? He had his little scrubs on and everything like that. Darn it. Okay. Nice. See how many people pointed out. Yeah. See where you can push it. Yeah.
There's a
You
change
just want to
in
know
the
where the
air.
line is.
Feels like daybreak.
Yeah, I remember you saying. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Mm. By this point, it's sort of rusted shut. No, you know what I mean though. Like really drama it. Mm. Mhm. Yeah, it'd catch. Oh. That's not handy. Mm. Oh dear. What's this? It's always a good start. You know, I just reread the message you put in chat, and my brain automatically reworded it. Yeah, do a quick
Careful
glance
in the
at the
mountains.
chat.
Falling is awful. Landing is worse.
Yeah, at a quick glance, it did not look like a sea. See, now you see it.
Don't know what that e-waste
And
was.
because obviously it's on my laptop, so it's a little bit of a distance from me, you know. Yeah, I had to reread it. I was like, is that a typo or is that really what it says? Or yeah, so I had to squint at it there for a second, just to sort of like re-clarify.
Ah, the Gnote pen. Noko never leaves this place. She's always put the living things
Oh, hello, I
first.
haven't met you yet. Ah, she looks cute.
Nooks isn't an easy language, but at least it's manageable. She says she is so happy to see you again. She wonders if you remember her. She's Noko. She let you ride her Majut when you were a kid.
I don't know what Majut is.
Noko remembers you used to chase around with so much energy and is glad to see you haven't lost any of that spark. But that's all long gone now, though. Memories show us where we've been, not where we're
My
going.
memories are a blur.
Is sure they'll come back on their own once you stop forcing them. Hopefully not to haunt you, though. You've suffered enough already. Noko remembers those days too, but she never lets herself wallow in them, no matter how tempting that can be. She sees you're back to buck with Lupa Lupin. Can't see how there's any way to avoid that now. Not for long, at least. She says the horrors of your younger days were enough to ruin anyone, but not you. You've got all that cheer about you still. Noko says history is like the trail you've been on. You can walk back down it any time you like until it's worn smooth. But you get to blaze your own trail from here. Then you are stronger than her. She can't help wanting Looper Lupin to pay for what he did to her gnotes, despite the fact it's against her nature. Asks how many paths you've wandered in the world, and if you ever wonder about what might have changed if you'd taken different ones.
So many paths.
The choices can be overwhelming, but you have to choose, or you just stay where you are. And what kind of choice is that? So happy the world is going to live. Would have been crushed
I did have
to
macaroni
see
cheese
all
for
the
dinner
gnotes
tonight, though.
die with it. Likes that you stood up for the world and spurred your way toward helping it out. Glad you
Ours
saw
is
the
the
light
homemade.
with the myriad. They always bring a sparkliness to any day, and sometimes the nights do. They're just
Speckiness?
so shiny. Makes her smile to think about them. But let's not speak of that now. She has an idea where the Majut might have gone, as there's no other place it likes as much as its own corner of the open wild. She's even named it the Majut Meadow. The Majut will recognize the scent you've attracted while being here, so it'll probably trust you enough to follow you. You should lead the Majut back here when you find it. It's going to take time to get it calm enough to be able to ride out to the World Eater. It's the most magnificent creature she's ever encountered. A creature straight out of a dream or story.
Pea stick!
Let's see.
Yep. It was our job in life to find the pea stick.
You can see forever. Look at those notices on the board. Too bad the gnotes couldn't read them. If you wander around here, you might find Noko. She just loves those gnotes. Once the power ran out, it made sense to ride gnotes. And that tradition continued through the years. Powered types
Why
of
did they ride 'em?
transportation polluted the world, but didn't poop in the street. Obviously, they didn't have their priorities right in those days. Watch your step here, and you might find tracks of another traveller.
Whee!
Found it! Even under all the muck in the gnote pen. Hard to believe the gnotes didn't trample it.
Are gnotes polluting?
The kind of pollution a gnote produces might stink, but it usually washes away in the next rain. You should keep moving. Can't let those gnotes blaze the trails for you.
Oh, there.
The underworld is like a whole new frontier.
Whee! Nice. My cursor is apparently going on a foot trot. Do 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 do. Yeah. You've got so much stuff and fluff. Don't jinx it. Because, you know, you'll find you'll not be able to find anything.
Says you...
Oh, so I recommended another person to read. Yeah, one of my sort of irregular regulars.
Night gives you relief from the
Yeah,
day.
pops in every so often, you know? But not one of the spammers. So... and it's been a while since I've seen him last, so... But no, just, the one that, I showed you the message of. But no, said about him and his, fiancée having a little read. So... Says, like, you know, if you read, you can join our little book club. Yeah? I am determined we shall start this book club. Well, I mean, you've semi-got Forza already.
That board is filled with all sorts of hopes and fears of those
Because, I mean, he got to level,
or nature,
he got to chapter
and got
7 last
trapped
night.
in between.
Yeah, he got to
You're
chapter
getting
7 last
close
night
to
just
what they
from
used
whilst
to call
watching my stream.
suburbia
And I was like, well,
now.
nightmare's done it.
Not quite a city, and nothing like nature. When the cities became too polluted, some moved here. Eventually, they ran out of places to escape. Back then, it was easier to move
Yeah,
away
'cause I was
from the
talking to
messes you
Revan
made
about
than
it.
try to do anything to clean them.
And
You'll
I
find
was
some
saying about how
traces of
Quasar had started
travellers,
reading
even
it was
out
chapter
here
6,
in
and
the
Rev
sticks.
and Quasar in the message in chat then was like, oh yeah, it's actually 7 now. It's like, dude, you sneaky reading. Yeah. Well, yeah. We don't shame no reading capabilities over here. We encourage such things.
Careful out there in the wet.
And I do give full disclosure to people as well. I'm like, you know, it is slow to start, but we get there.
Well, what? Sometimes even seasoned travellers need... It was always that way. The tracks you found...
Whee! But I feel like you could really get into some in-depth discussion with Quasar on it. Well, yeah, because, I mean, look at how well he did with the feedback just on up to chapter 6. You know? So I feel like he's going to be a good one. Not just one of those... Yeah, not just one of those, oh, yeah, it's okay. But that doesn't tell me nothing. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, great. If you turn around and say that you liked it, awesome. You know, but I want a little bit more information, like what did you think about A, B, and C? You know? So, well, that's why, as I said to Revan last night, and I remember we discussed it as well, it's like, if you don't like it just because of the people, well,
Welcome
that's a
to
you
Camp
problem.
Aiko. The bandits here won't greet you so kindly.
Yeah, like, whereas if it's the, there it is. Whereas if it's the style of writing, the storyline, etc. Well, even the storyline, that's not my problem. You know. But yeah, like, tell me what's the problem with something that is a you is not a you problem. You know. It sounds really bad when I phrase it like that, but. Like, don't get me wrong, tell me if you don't like the people, because I feel like that just means you're invested in this. You know? Like, as you said, you have strong feels about Sarah's dad.
Made it come.
But, like, that's just because you don't like his personality and stuff, not because he's written bad.
We are lonesome animals, but spend all our life trying to be less lonesome. This one seems to be in good spirits, despite being left here for dead. Has heard that you have a sense of compassion and trusts it's in your nature to help those in need. Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner conflict your help... Hope you find something. Anything.
Da-da-da-da. We are on a mission to kill all of these bad guys. Captives. There's one. Oh, you slidey little thing. Let's go to that one.
Make the most of the night while you can.
We go in. that away. I'm stuck on a tree.
You can make something from that. Heads up. That's the blimp station, home of the notorious Lobo. So much damage.
Okay, so there's a home of a notorious Lobo in here.
What a mess that notice board is. So many hopes lost, all long forgotten. I'll bet if you poke around, passengers used to board and leave. Not everyone could afford it, but once you're in a lifty blimp, you can pretty much go anywhere you like. Keep your eyes open and you might find a new track around here. Maybe even learn a thing or two.
Ba-da-da-da. Stick!
Let's see. This land is as dry as a lizard's back.
Hey, Lobo! Oh, you're pretty. So pretty.
Lubs ain't the easiest tongue, but at least Lobo's peppy and seems happy to see you. You might remember her from the old days when she let you ride the wind in her gull blimp. She believes you were so righteous as a child and can still feel it, even from where she is standing. She can sense you're still catching up with your own story, or at least your part in it, and she wants you to know that friends can help you add context to that tale and find the meaning in it. She's curious about what you've done all these years. You must have been through lots out there on the other side of the wall. Lobo says memories are your personal history. You filter them not through who you were, but who you are now. She knows you're back to take on Lupa Lupin. That's your history colliding with your present to help you forge your future. She's affected that even if that disaster knocked the air right out of you, you never let that stop you. You caught your breath and stood back up again. It's important you don't let your history determine your course of action. She suggests you choose your own horizons. Lobo's surprised by that. She herself would never forgive a wrongdoing like that. Lobo says the gull blimper had the wind knocked out, so she needs a new push gas can to get it back up in the sky. There's a Frankendog from before the long gone still out there somewhere, and mechanines like that are motored with gas. If you could find the
A
Frankendog
Frankendog.
and lead it back to her, she'll be able to drain gas from its container and huff up the gull blimp. She's not surprised. It's a strange name to give anything, especially a mechanine, but rumor has it its inventor was barking mad.
Okay.
Control your destiny, or someone else will.
Frankendog! Jeez Louise, that's all the way over there? I don't know what a Frankendog is, but we're gonna find it.
Days wasting. Get to work while you can. Got to be frank with you, a building like this doesn't come across as a doghouse, but it is.
It's a Sparkatorium. Oh, okay. Ah.
You need to replug the cables so
Oh.
each match the sequence.
That is not too bad.
Nice. That rearrangement should be enough.
Whee! Aww, he's adorable. I want to keep him.
intriguing place.
Oh, are you kidding me? Oh. Ow.
This is Gurf's turf, and they don't like visitors.
Yeah, who does?
You're here for a reason. It's up to you to figure out what that is. What a blow! Maybe there's something here.
Oh, welcome back, Froze.
Asks you to do the...
No worries. I'm just roaming. Trying to, like, clear up these little side missions. So, you know, when I do the next video, I can start off on the main story and we
It's
can keep
harder for
cruising.
others to see you in the dark.
Nightmare is also floating around here somewhere. I think she's maybe on the phone. Or getting food. Either or, basically. They had to make this mission blooming complicated by not letting me fast travel with the blighter. Should have let me fast travel. Yay, there you are, Quasar. I was gonna send you a message as well. Hey, you're onto a 10-stream streak. Whoop,
No
whoop.
one's going to see you coming
Look at you
in
go.
the dark.
Come on, Frankendog. Come on, Frankendog. We got a trek and a half. Okay. So.
What could be hidden here out in the nothingness?
Welcome back. We have a wild quasar. We have a wild quasar and a wild fruze floating. Mm-hmm.
Kadi.
There we go.
Walikabu. Alamakum. Zwalibakungu.
With the push gas can in place, the gull blimper is ready to go all the way up. But it'll also need to come back down.
I don't know what the heck that is. That's a helipad. Cool.
Igama Nemo.
She says that with fresh push gas, you'll need a heavier tie-down to anchor the gull blimper.
Eduapiki. Alamatike.
Lobo says she spotted a vessel on the surf when riding the Sky last, and from the look of it, it had a heavy tie-down weighing it down.
Zobalapiki.
You should return as soon as you've retrieved the tie-down, as the gull blimp can't take off while this whole thing is up in the air.
Kapete.
Where
She
can I find
recalls
it?
it was near home, so you should be able to find it there somewhere.
Look at this Franken dog. He's adorable. Look, I found these fast travel points. I'm going to use the blighters. Where's the bloomin' exit out of this place?
So bright out now.
I still can't get over some of the names of these places. Mm. Well, some of these places I knew I'd have to come back to at some point anyway. Because it's like, it tells me it's like a gadget, and I'm like, but it's not letting me do nothing to it. Ah! Oh, crap, now I'm gonna die. I'm not in water, I'm in oil. Get right. I wonder, can my goo glider go on this stuff? No, guess not. Oh well, worth a shot. Having something that'll ride all over the oil. I mean, so useful.
So few places for something to hide.
So I've only got like one mercenary boss to go kill left. Yeah. Well, that was stupid. Completely missed the rope. How are you finding Octopatho Quasar?
Don't look down. Tickety-tock, no daylight left to waste.
Whee!
Turn the notes to raise the tie down and stop it from falling. That's good.
See, an
Now
anchor is
better
called
head
tie
back to
down.
Lobo and get that weight off your shoulders.
Lobo! Ooh, what's that? Last one. Ugh. I'm trying to even out as well, Nightmare, the writing of the book as well as the streaming. Well, I've sort of mentally figured out where I'm going with the story. It's just the procrastination is trying to set in, and I am fighting it. Yeah. Because I can feel it creeping up.
That's Iku's spot. A bunch of heartless raiders.
Iku's Epi. That's his EpiPen? Must be. Ow! Where's the echo? There he is. You my last mercenary. Bring it.
Get out of it.
Well, plus I know I enjoyed as far as I got to.
Asks you.
Bump.
Look
So yeah,
around.
no, as he tried, he failed. But yeah, so I was talking with Rivan last night after you left,
You
and
can
he was
spy
saying
the
about how
edge
boring the
of
hole
a new
gets.
day.
I can't remember if you were here when he was talking about the hole. Basically, it's like 8 stories high, and it's where they build boats and stuff, or something like that, or submarines. It's a big place either way. And he said the hole is pretty much boring because, you know, nothing really to do. And he was like, it's like the worst place for them to have a shift because you pretty much want to fall asleep. Yeah. But now he was like, with the book, he was like, now he'll actually have something to do, you know? And I was like, watch now, you'll end up wanting to have the hole just so you can continue. I was like, because I referenced you there because I was like, there were parts of the book where you'd reach, like different books and whatnot. I was like, but there are different parts where you'd reach and you'd be like, do I have to go back in? You know, because you wanted to find out what happened next, sort of thing. You know. So he was like, yeah, he can see himself doing that.
Sifu kumai.
Oh,
Dukupa azamito. Deep tika.
drop an anchor.
Now that the push gas and tie down are in place,
The
Lobo
push gas
says
and
the
the tie
Gull
down.
Blimp can go both up and down. You're ready for takeoff.
I got a blimp. Okay. Let's give this thing a whirl, shall we? Oh, I can't get into that one just yet. Okay. Eh. I got a little blimp. It's not the best, it's not the best job, but... Well, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, it tries. Look, I'm trying to get over there. Get me over there. I am determined to try fly this thing a certain distance here, people. Why won't you let me get through that? Right, you know what? Screw it. Alright, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I left a marker here somewhere. There it is.
This is turning out to be quite an expedition.
Sea shanties have apparently now hit my brain. Yep. Yep. My blimp did not work, so ergo we are now going to hotfoot it. Yeah, who's trying to give me loot? Alright, who else giving me grief? Three out of 5 out of radionics? Really? Where the frig is the second one then? Well, I say second, but the fourth and fifth. Why do these things not just show everything on my map as I need it? I don't like going back and forth. Well, no, because it's like only once you've collected a certain amount of like a certain thing, like this radionics thing, it's only now showing me up another one.
Bionucleus 6D. Hopefully there's nothing active inside.
Hopefully nothing active inside. You're trying to be funny. Of course there's gonna be something active. That's just how it works. There we go. I got over the fence.
Turn the radionics knob to find the right frequency.
Bam ba da da ba ba da da ba ba da 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 da. Oh, poopsicle. Yeah, no! No! I misjumped. Oh, God. So lucky I grabbed that as I fell. So now I gotta get down here. I'm trying to remember the other nuclear places. Like where the doors were. Because I'm lucky enough that these all have roughly the same design. Oh, I have a whale as well, by the way. Okay, apparently I can't fly. I can't friggin' summon them into, like, biohazard pools of water.
Keep focused on what you can do today. Tomorrow's already gone. Super effective.
Ow!
That paid off.
Crap!
Oh, there's some plastic parts up ahead.
Yeah, my niece may be getting a little bit too big for her britches. Oh my god. I was like, I was gonna smack you upside the head. Oh, just, ugh. I had to explain. Oh, and apparently as well, according to my brother, not the youngest brother, but like the one with Amy and all that lot. Apparently it is my responsibility that, you know, if I'm online, then it's my job to ring and say, oh, is my nephew ready to go play a game? Apparently that's my responsibility. And I'm like, well, look, if I've arranged to play a game with him, then it's his job to come online and see if I'm there. You know? Yeah. Yeah, but my brother though was like, oh, well, he's not sitting there staring at his Xbox. And I'm like, he doesn't need to. Like, you know? Like, just wait for the time. Because he's like, oh, he's going to be watching the clock and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, but the thing is, because he was like, oh, yeah, you know, if he goes online, sees you playing a game, then he's not gonna ask to play and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but dude, I'm not gonna sit here on just staring at my Xbox saying, oh yeah, I should wait and not do absolutely anything because I've got to play with my nephew in like another 3 hours. You know? I was like, because I do play Xbox because I like to play games. You know? I don't play it just to play with other people. Well, it's not even that. It's like, what the frick am I meant to do up until the time that I have arranged with my nephew to play a game? Right? Am I just gonna sit here? Exactly! That was my point I was making to him. And he was like, oh yeah, but you know, you can call him, call or message. I was like, yeah, but last time I messaged, nobody freaking saw the message until like late at night. And then, because my brother was saying, oh, well, you know, he was waiting to play with you. And I was like, well, I did message. Because he was saying, you know, you should message and all that. I was like, and I did. Yeah. And he was like, oh, well, yeah. He was like, oh, well, you know, Amy didn't see it until later. And I was like, but that's not my fault. You know? And he was like, oh, you could have called if you'd seen that she hadn't seen the message. No, that's not my job. You know? Because then he was like, oh, you know, about, if it was my other nephew, then I'd jump at it, blah, 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 be calling him up, this and the other. And I was like, no, I wouldn't be. And he was like, oh, you would be. And he was like, if you don't want to play, just say you don't. But like, if I didn't want to play, then I would say I don't want to play with him. I would, you know, I'd be like, nah.
Nothing like light to brighten your day.
Yeah, no, I'd be like, if I didn't want to play with him, then I wouldn't. Let's see. I was like, it used to be a regular thing where we would play Xbox together. You know, I was like, and then they hit a point where the kids just seemed to lose interest. I was like, so I'm not going to bug them and say, oh, let's go play Minecraft. Yeah. Well, no, they still got to go through my brother and them. Yeah. Oh, plenty of
Slime down.
Oh, ah! Knock off! Because, you know, apparently they tried to guilt trip me before. They were like, oh yeah, you know, he hasn't, my nephew hasn't been on the Xbox. He won't go on there unless I play a game with him. And I'm like, okay, that's fine and whatnot, but like, because he was saying as well about how my nephew, like, you know, be sitting there watching the Xbox, as it were, to get there and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, but he can play other games whilst waiting for that time to come about, you know? Yeah, but then my brother was like, oh no, but if he gets distracted, then he'll get angry because he's missed that time to play the game with me. And I'm like, why would he get angry? Because he was doing something else he enjoys. Like, you know? Where the buggery is this? But yeah, but that's just it. It's like my brother was trying to say, oh well, you know, like with him, he would get like angry if like he got distracted by something from, like, say he was playing a game, he was due to play a game, and then got distracted by I don't know, painting a picture. I don't know. Yeah. He might be enjoying painting the picture, but he'd be like, but I meant to do this. And then he was like, you know, he'd get angry at himself over it. Like, well, why? I was like, it's not exactly going anywhere, is it? So yeah, that lasted for about like 3 hours. Yeah, my sister got home from work and she was like, what is this argument all about? And my mum was like, oh. Because it was on my mum's phone. It was her phone. Yeah, because no, like Amy called my mum to chat and whatnot, you know? And my brother was there and then it started a whole thing. So, because he was like, where, you know, Hayden was waiting for you, blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, I didn't see him. Because apparently he forgot how to check if anyone's online. And I was like, dude, I was like, there's like 3 of us on his friends list. 2 of them are me. I was like, it's not difficult to see who's online. It's not like you have to search for my name. And that's when like my brother was like, yeah, basically you're playing another game. Well, of course I'm going to be playing another game. I'm not going to not look at my Xbox until the point he wants to play a game. Yeah. Because for starters, I had my Xbox long before my nephew did, that's for sure.
The world needs saving. Make the most of the day.
Like, I get it if you want to hang out and stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I get it if you want to hang out. That's fun. You know, all that jazz. I'm not against it. But, like, it's also like you have to teach him he can do stuff by himself. Well, I mean, for art, he's got teaching stuff. But there's a reason I'm not teaching him certain things. Like, I'm not teaching him how to open doors. The longer I stop him from learning how to open doors means the longer my stuff stays safe. Oh. God. Because I don't see the issue, like, fair enough. Like, with Ark, I understand if he only wants to play that with me. You know? Because I gotta teach him how to play it. I get that. Where the crud is this monster? Ah, there. That's right, because this whole discussion started off because I asked him if the nephew had went and caught a dodo, which is what he wanted to do. You know? Because I'm like, during this time, like, even if I didn't play it with him, he could have gone on there to have a little nosy about. Oh, pardon me. Ooh, is that an exit or entrance? Yeah, it's pretty blue-dot up. I know, I'm ranting a little bit.
You'd better get a move on if you want to change things.
Oh. There's a hole in the wall. Oh, but this is the one I came through. So I apologize, Quaz. You know, I know you're here to chill. It's just like I'm just trying to understand like what's the big deal here, you know? Like, there's nothing wrong with him playing a game up until that point. And, like, hell, if I'm playing a game, there's nothing wrong with him going to Amy and being like, oh, can you ask Auntie Coley if, like, she can do a game? You know? Well, nah, see, I hold on to the rule not before midday and not after 6 o'clock. After 6 o'clock is adult time. You know, like the horror games and stuff like that. And as I've said to Amy before, book it ahead of time. I was like, because wait, you work every other weekend. I was like, I try to do the horror games for a time when you're not working, you know, so you get to enjoy it. I was like, look, just like message me ahead of time and be like, look, you're good to go.
Small things for your big ideas.
But my brother isn't playing, well, I should be the one to message and say, oh, I'm not doing anything this weekend, because, like, Nightmare's working or something. Like, again, no, that's not my job, you know? Because even if you're working, I can be doing this game.
Good use.
Or another game. You know? In fact, like, the only reason I've been playing like the multiplayer games with them is because he's my nephew. And even then, it's not a multiplayer per se, because it is just us. Well, like, or you and Ping, you know. Mhm. Well, yeah, but you guys can't hear him or hear the kids or anything anyway,
Hold on
so
to that.
because of the parental restrictions. So that's not even an issue, like. But I mean, like when we've played Pal World, like you've hopped in. They actually asked if you were going to play with us last time we started it up, and I was like, no, she's working. And they were like, ah, she was really helpful. She put berries on to cook and stuff like that. Yeah. So you were actually being requested, like. So, yeah, so that, like, although they haven't heard you, because of course, the parental thing, you know. They were just like, oh yeah, you know. Yeah, literally. That one. Oh, get over. God's sake. Oh my freaking god, get over the stupid pipe. Yeah, I'm a little bit worked up today.
You need to regulate
it's
the
been a
nozzle
lot.
so they adjoin.
Mm-hmm. Really has.
Now that's unblocked, there's nothing stopping the flow.
Mm. And I just want to point out, if it was my other nephew,
make for the best stories.
like, just
It's
like I
up
did
to
with the
you
other one,
if
I'd be
you want to be
messaging.
one.
But then I'd be like, hold up, why don't both you nephews play together? Yeah, no.
Just check that strong out.
Oh, I can't remember how to get to the stupid mutation spot. Because, I mean, both my nephews are the same age, see? So, there's just like 5 or 6 months between them. So, literally, if they both played Xbox, you know, blind leading the blind, sure, but they both run on the same brainwave. So, I was... And, like, hell, the one that I see, like, because he's local, like, when I first introduced him to Pal World, right, because I remote played it onto my laptop so he could see it, he was happy enough just jumping in and out of the water. He thought it was friggin' hilarious. He was sat there for like half hour, happy enough just climbing up a cliff and jumping back into the water. And I'm like, you realize you can go do other stuff, right? Yeah, you know, and he was like, this is fun. Like, you do you. Yeah. I really can't remember how to get into the underground. I know I've done it once before. Like, in a different biohazard area. Oh, just throw your head on the floor, is it, Val? God. Play in here, and then all of a sudden just got a thump. As she just like tosses her head on the floor. Because she's going down, she just lifted her head and went thump. See, Quasar, it's your fault. You said you wanted me to speak more. Unfortunately, today it's going to be complaining.
Every bit of your gear is soaked.
Totally gonna blame Quasar for it. All Quasar's fault. Okay, I need to look here. Oh, maybe that's it. So, northwesterly. Okay, I found monsters I haven't killed yet, so this is a good sign. No, you said the other night that you were wondering why I wasn't speaking more. Yay! I was level 49. Peace
Let's
stick!
see.
Yay! I found the entrance. Dear Lord. Whoosh. We gotta do sound effects. I may be rambling.
Let's pocket that.
Mutation spot in an underground area. Cool. Whee! We're all crazy down here. Remember, Quasar, you said it helps.
Who could stand against that?
Ow!
Night is the time to take care of business.
God, it sounds like we're adults. Yay! I mean, I'm sure it was you, Quasar, because, I mean, I talked to you, aside from Nightmare, I talked to you most. And I know it wouldn't have been Nightmare. Where's your friend? I'm not in combat. Oh.
A smart foe would leave now.
I don't know, cause I would have to check chat to be sure who it was. I don't know. I just remember it was mentioned, and that was about it.
Turn the radionics knob to find the right frequency.
I'm just gonna say I'm going crazy. We'll stick with that. Oh yeah. How did I not clear this area? Toilet brush!
How many days like this do you think the world has left? That's the good stuff.
So yeah, if it wasn't you, Quasar, I do apologise. I'm an old fart at this point, so... Yeah. Although I think I'm older than you. I think I'm the grandma of the group. Which, to be fair, if our genetics hold out, I could be a grandma by 40, so... Because my gran was 21 turning 22 having my mom. My mom was 21 turning 22 having me. And I was 21 turning 22 having my daughter. So no, it could be entirely possible. I could be a grandma by 40. know. I could totally take offense if you want me to, there, Quasar. I could be like, you totally offended me. Give me a chance to get into girl mindset, though, and make something up, because girls do like to make stuff up. They do take offense at stupid stuff. I gotta do some girly stuff sometimes, Nightmare. You know? Such as makeup stuff like, oh my god, you cheated on me in my dream! You know? Like, how dare you? And the guys are sort of just like, I'm sorry, my dream version cheated on you? Like, yeah. It's like, what do you want me to do with this knowledge? Oh. Or rather, with this information, I should say. Rather than knowledge. I knew what I meant. Whee! Plop. Do, 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 do.
Better perk your ears up. Darkness doesn't hurt sound.
I got no time for drama, Quasar. Ugh. All the energy. And why would we want to get rid of you anyway, Quasar? Use our bud. No. Do the sleep for me so that I feel better. Yeah. Because I did too much socializing today, so. It got really noisy in the house. It was like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids. Yeah, 2 of them are under like 3. Oh, it's so loud. I was like, will y'all just shut up? But I feel like I can deal with a lot. Oh, that sounds good. Make sure it's a nice soft pillow. Okie dokie. Bye. Oh, goodness me. Yep, we're just gonna stand in biohazard ooze. Okay, so I think this should. Well, I say should be the last one, but this is number 6 of 9, so. But yeah, we don't want to get rid of you, Quasar. You is valued and appreciated and all stuff. Go away, Bubba Scratch. Just literally underneath me? How am I meant to get it?
Smells like seaweed.
fucked up. So I know this is one that I'm gonna have trouble getting into. Screw it, let's follow it right. And just to be clear, Quasar, no, I am not drunk. Just in case you were wondering. How the boogery do you expect me to get there? Yeah, no, I don't drink alcohol at all. You are remembering
Keep hold of
correctly.
that. Feel that brisk breeze?
Sometimes I just happen to get a little verbal diarrhea-y. I'm surprised you recalled such a thing, though. Right, let's start with the left. Right then, we're going to leave this video here. Just hold on, Quasar. We're going to begin the next one in just a moment. But for everyone else, I hope you're enjoying, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.